The next step is the cockpit preparation. The first lights to be set are the strobe lights. The strobe switch controls the operation of the 3 white strobe lights. Set the strobe switch to auto. The strobe switch has 3 positions: on, off and auto. The auto position causes the strobe lights to come on automatically at liftoff and to go off automatically at touchdown. The on position causes the strobe lights to flash white. We will continue the cockpit preparation by setting the cabin signs. When the seat belt selector is set to the on position, the fasten seat belt signs in the cabin and the return to seat signs in the lavatories come on, associated with a low tone chime. Set the seat belt selector to auto. When the seat belt selector is set to the auto position, the fasten seat belt signs in the cabin and the return to seat signs in the lavatories come on, associated with a low tone chime in the cabin when the slats are extended or when the main landing gear is extended. After landing, the signs remain on even if the slats are retracted. Set the no smoking selector to on. When the no smoking selector is moved from on to off or off to on position, no smoking and exit signs in the cabin go off or come on, associated with a low tone chime in the cabin. Set the no smoking selector to auto. The auto position causes the no smoking and exit signs to come on when the landing gear is extended and to go off when the gear is retracted. A low tone chime sounds in the cabin when the signs come on and go off. In the event of an excessive cabin altitude, the no smoking, fasten seat belt, return to seat and exit signs come on automatically, regardless of the position of the seat belts and no smoking selectors. When the seat belts or the no smoking signs are on or auto position, an associated memo message appears on the EWD. We will continue with the emergency lighting, which consists of escape slide integral lighting, exit signs, overhead emergency lights, a floor emergency escape path lighting system. The emergency exit light selector has 3 positions. In the off position, the floor emergency escape path lighting, exit signs and overhead emergency lighting are off, and the emergency exit light off light is amber. Set the emergency exit light selector to arm. The arm position is the normal setting. In this position, the floor emergency escape path lighting, exit signs and overhead emergency lighting automatically come on if the normal aircraft electrical power system fails. In the on position, emergency lighting comes on regardless of the electrical supply. The next step is to switch on the various external lights. Before pushback and engine start, the beacon lights are switched on. The beacon switch controls the operation of the 2 red beacons. The wing switch controls the operation of the 2 wing lights on each side of the fuselage. These lights illuminate the wing leading edges and the engine air intakes for ice detection. The navigation and logo switch controls the operation of the navigation lights and the logo lights. Navigation lights are located at each wingtip and in the APU tail cone. Logo lights are located on each horizontal stabilizer to illuminate the company logo. Note: with the switch in 1 or 2 position, logo lights will only be on when flaps are extended or when the main gear is compressed. For taxiing, the nose lights are switched on. The nose selector controls the operation of the taxi and takeoff lights. Set the nose selector to the takeoff position. In takeoff position, the taxi and takeoff lights are illuminated. In taxi position, only the taxi lights are illuminated. The off position turns both lights off. Both lights are turned off automatically when the landing gear is retracted. Set the runway turn-off switch to on. The runway turn-off switch controls the operation of the runway turn-off lights. These lights are turned off automatically when the landing gear is retracted. Before takeoff, the runway turn-off and landing lights are turned on in order to minimize the bird strike hazard. Set the landing selector to on. The landing light selector controls the operation of the landing lights. In flight, landing lights can be set on or off as required. If the strobe lights are selected off in flight, the strobe light off memo message is displayed in green on the EWD. During approach, the lights are set as required according to company policy or regulatory recommendations.